In this video we'll do the phase 2 analysis for Matthew 17 verse 5. And this begins with the paragraph. The analyzer never puts in paragraph markers, so we need to do that. Right there. Okay. While Peter was still speaking, a bright cloud covered the followers/disciples, Jesus, Moses, and Elijah. And a voice spoke from that cloud. That voice said, "This person is my son," descriptive relative clause, "whom I love. This person much pleases me. You," imperative, that's short for imperative, "listen to this person." Okay, let's generate it and see what happens. Okay, warning, this verse changes the case frame for love sense be. Okay, whenever that happens, we always click cancel, as I mentioned before in that previous video. Okay, if we go to, the word is highlighted in red. Okay, love sense be takes an obligatory agent and an obligatory patient. And, okay, there is no patient noun phrase in this. This is a relative clause. See their restrictive thing modifier. And so love needs a patient. So let's copy that in. The patient, this person is my son whom I love. Okay, so let's copy in. We'll click the copy button. And actually this relative clause should be inside that noun phrase. So we'll paste that there. And we'll make that a patient. And this is a relative clause, so it needs to be inside this noun phrase that it's modifying. It's modifying son. So let's move the closing noun phrase boundary so that it follows that relative clause. And then this bracket here is the end of this complement clause. Okay, so let's generate that. While Peter was still speaking, a bright cloud covered the followers, Moses and Elijah, named Jesus. Okay, a bright cloud covered the followers/disciples. Okay, the analyzer never gets these complex concepts, so we need to add those, and we do that by clicking on complex pairing, cover the followers, and we'll find disciple. Right there. Do you want the other nouns that have the same thing list index value in this verse to include this complex concept? We'll say yes. So it added disciple to all of these. Okay. A bright cloud covered the disciples. Okay. This is the first patient. The disciples, Jesus. We want Jesus next. So we'll move this. I'm holding down the control key on my keyboard. And let's get rid of this name. And let's make that a coordinate patient. So the disciples, Jesus, Moses, and Elijah. Okay, this shouldn't be first. This should be coordinate. And last. Okay. And a voice spoke from that cloud. Okay, that looks good. This is a source noun phrase. The semantic rule is set to source. And speak does take an optional source. And if you look down in the examples, the argument structure, you can look at the next to last one, Luke 9:35. God spoke from the cloud. So having a source noun phrase is perfectly fine with speak. And this isn't direct speech. This is speak sense A. John spoke to the people about something. Okay, that voice said. Okay, this say is direct speech and has a quotation mark, so that's fine. This person is my son that I love. Okay, this person is my son. Equative is pretty good, but we actually have another sense of be that's kinship. So let's use the kinship term. Right there. This person is, okay, this is tagged as first person, my son, and this should be a descriptive relative clause. Let's set that to descriptive. Whom I love. Okay. The last sentence. This person pleases many me. This person pleases me. Okay. This person pleases me much. The analyzer thought it was an adjective, but it actually needs to be an adverb. So we're going to delete this adjective phrase. I'm holding down the control key. And we'll insert an adverb phrase right there. And the quickest way is to say insert structure. And then here you can type things like we want an adverb phrase. And right here it says type ADVP. That's short for adverb phrase. And then we want the adverb much. And then a closing phrase boundary. And here are some examples down here that you can follow. So we click OK, and it inserts the adverb much. Listen to son to this person. Okay, this is a command, an imperative. You can see illocution I force is set to imperative. And this is you, agent, you listen. Okay, the argument structure for listen takes a patient. Oh, what's it saying? Listen to this person. Okay, I don't know why son is down here. It has person here. Let's delete this noun phrase. Oh, this noun phrase should have been up in this relative clause. But it was mistakenly put down here by the analyzer. Okay, love this person. Contextually near with focus. This is how we represent an exclamation mark and then closing quote. So let's generate this. While Peter was still speaking, a bright cloud covered the disciples, Jesus, Moses, and Elijah. Okay, disciples, this should be first. Not right now, sequence is set to not in a sequence. So we need to change that to first in the sequence. And that should correct the problem of the missing comma. Cloud covered the disciples, Jesus, Moses, and Elijah. And a voice spoke from that cloud. That voice said, "This person is my son, whom I love. This person pleases me much. Listen to this person." Good. Let's generate it again. By the way, when we click generate, that saves the analysis. If we didn't click generate and you wanted to leave the screen, then you should click the save analysis button up here. But when you click generate, it will first save the analysis. While Peter was still speaking, a bright cloud covered the disciples, Jesus, Moses, and Elijah. And a voice spoke from that cloud. That voice said, "This person is my son, whom I love. This person pleases me much. Listen to this person." Okay, that's good. There may still be little mistakes in here. By the way, I've given you an idea now with these past 5 verses. I've given you sort of a glimpse of what phase 2 analysis is. There are a bazillion details, as you can see. All of these features. The analyzer does pretty well, but we need to correct its mistakes. But we don't expect the people who do phase 2, when you pass it to us to use in a translation project, we know there will still be little issues here and there. That's fine. We're not expecting perfection. If you can just make it generate reasonably good English, then that's the goal of the phase 2 team. So that's an idea of how to do this work. I hope you enjoy it. To me, it's kind of fun. You click the generate button, you look for the mistakes in the English. Based on the mistakes, you go up here and you correct the analysis. Then you click the generate again. And eventually, when all of the mistakes up here have been eliminated, then the English down here should be quite good. So I hope you enjoy it.